So, who's your favourite Batman?
Affleck. No. Keaton. Wait, no. Bale.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Oh, there's too many.
Hey guys. What about me?
Shut it, Batnips. Hello and welcome to the Daily Weekly Podcast.
We'll be sharing our thoughts on a variety of movies and TV shows.
And of course, we'll be bringing you the. Why do I?
2 weeks in a row.
What is going on with me? Because that happened last week,
Yeah,
and I'm literally reading a script at this point. Yet I still say
Yeah.
the wrong thing.
and we've done this intro for well over 10 episodes now.
That's weird because I want to say it so naturally, but that's not. We've never done that.
No. Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Tell you what, it's the Mandela effect. I'm from a different universe. I got alternate memories here.
Wow, maybe that's what it is.
Oh, that hurts. Right. And of course, we'll be discussing the latest entertainment news.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Bradley.
Christ. Well, maybe next week we'll get it right.
I just can't believe it happened again. So naturally. Reading,
know.
even looking at it, I still said the wrong thing.
Yeah, I mean, you can vary it up a little bit, but like, I don't know. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
God.
as always, if you're interested in streaming the podcast anywhere else, there are all of the wonderful links in the description to Spotify, iTunes, wherever else. So enjoy that.
Yeah, enjoy it. And tell your friends, your family, your pets,
Your
and your pats.
You got Postman Pat on the mind from last week still.
Yeah. Go share it with Postman Pat. Just
Yeah.
like you and him, sitting in a field,
Mm-hmm.
just looking up to the clouds, streaming the Daily Weekly Podcast.
That's it, yeah. So yeah, as always, comment, subscribe, share, like, all of that lovely stuff that every YouTuber on this planet tells you to do. We're also telling you to do that because
Yeah.
reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And with that out of the way, let's get into it.
Yeah, so bit of a pre-warning. This will probably be quite a long podcast because there's a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
And we promised it in the episode before last, but this is our DC FanDome 2020 breakdown. I say 2020 because I fully expect this to be a yearly thing now.
Oh yeah. I think it went really well, so I'm sure they'll
Yeah.
do it again.
I gotta admit though, I think this would work well as an actual in-person convention more.
Yeah.
Because I was saying to you just before we started recording, I watched pretty much the entire thing and it was good, but there's a lot of stuff that could be done in like a side room off, just off away from the main stuff, and then you have the quote unquote Hall of Heroes, like main events, like I don't know, and but it was good. I enjoyed it.
Oh, good. Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't catch the event. I was camping in the forest because that's what we all do, and it's raining, windy August weather,
Yeah.
and that's the story for a whole other time. But yeah, so just even looking through our notes here, there's so much. There was a lot of stuff covered, and we certainly do have a lot to talk about. I mean, not even this isn't everything. This is just some of our kind of highlights, the biggest things.
Yeah, so we're gonna get started off with movie news because I feel like that's what most people were interested in.
Yeah.
So start off with probably the one that had the least amount of content, but then again had the most time at DC FanDome because the Wonder Woman panel ran for quite a while, and then they did like a second panel game show thing later on.
All right.
Just before the Batman stuff, which we will get onto, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel like there was an awful lot revealed. It was just, it was a new trailer, which is pretty much all the Wonder Woman section is going to be about. So, did you watch the trailer?
Yeah, I did see the trailer, and that's kind of all I expected because obviously, this is one that would have been out by now.
Oh yeah.
So and it's already been promoted. Everyone knows it's coming. There's not
Mhm.
too much to surprise us with without revealing too much of the film. So
Yeah.
yeah, I saw the new trailer. It's definitely piqued my interest more because I had kind of forgotten about it a bit.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, so we had our first official look at Cheetah as well, and this has been leaked already, so we already kind of know what she looked like. But yeah, I mean, it's as good as you can get a live action skin tight cheetah suit, I guess.
Yeah, at least it didn't end up weird like that Cats movie.
Oh god. Yeah, I mean it does look better than that, and I mean I'm not any more excited than I was already, but then again I wasn't horrendously excited for it.
Yeah.
But I mean I'll watch it. Obviously, it's a comic book movie. I tend to watch them, but it hasn't changed my opinions. It hasn't piqued my interest more. I'll watch it when it comes out, and if it's good, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of forgot about this one, and yeah, there's nothing jumping out at me to go and see it. Again, I probably will, maybe, seeing how things go and all. But yeah, the trailer, it just kind of reminded myself about it. Oh yeah, that's what's going on in this film.
Yeah, definitely. But it, like I say, it still looks good. It still looks like it's going to be a good movie. But I just personally, like you, forgot about it, and it's just kind of there. Like
Yeah.
it's coming out, but I don't feel like anyone's talking about it. Maybe I'm just not paying enough attention to it, but it doesn't feel like there is an awful amount of hype or people talking about it and speculating about it.
Yeah, I think certain other films coming up have definitely overshadowed it now.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel a bit sorry for it because it hasn't had its time to shine, and people are already looking at what else is coming because it's so big.
Yep. I will admit though, I during the panel, I'm not sure if anyone else got this, but the director, I believe it's Patty Jenkins, right?
Yeah.
She seemed so not comfortable in that panel.
Oh.
Like, it feels like what it feels like is all of the actors, right? They all seem like they're having a good time, having a chat, and then she feels like it's like if like a bunch of school kids were having a laugh, they had a bit of an inside joke, and then like the weird teacher came along and was trying to be involved, kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
It felt like they were like the weird parent that was there. Like she didn't seem like she was really getting involved much. But they had Linda Carter, who obviously played Wonder Woman previously. She turned up, and it was.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I mean the game show was quite fun to watch. Actually, surprisingly, I wasn't too excited for it, but yeah, no. I mean, the thing is, all of the cast, like you can tell that they're all good friends and that they do get along well. But it just feels like Patty Jenkins, she was just kind of there, like supervising them.
Yeah.
Yes. But I don't know. Maybe I was reading the room wrong. I don't know.
Oh, that's an interesting point to make. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that pretty much all we have to say on Wonder Woman?
Pretty much, yeah. It is what it is. It's coming later this year. If things go to plan.
One sec, sorry. One quick thing. This might be the Mandela effect, right? Do you remember them saying originally that Wonder Woman's red markings were because of like the blood of her enemies or something? Like, on her costume? Because I swear that was a thing, and then they've kind of just not done that.
It might have been a thing. I can't remember that.
Because I seem to remember it around Batman v Superman, and that's why like her armor was kind of mostly kind of black with little red splotches. But I don't know. I was just wondering because I remembered that the other day. I was like, isn't it meant to be kind of like patchy? And now it's just, oh no, they've just said screw it and given her a comic accurate costume like they did with Aquaman.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't remember that personally, but maybe you're right.
I might be making that up, but I could have sworn that was something that they said when Batman v Superman was coming out. But anyway, on to a movie that we talked briefly about the other week. Black Adam. We got our first teaser?
Yeah, I suppose it is a teaser, isn't it? Obviously, there was no footage per se because they haven't started it, and obviously, it's every day this film seems to be getting closer and closer to being made, and well, it's finally happening.
Yeah.
Obviously, with Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam, and they released this kind of motion comic with this little kind of backstory thing. Is that right?
Yeah, and a bit of a, I guess, nice for this guy because he does a lot of DC fan edits and Marvel fan edits. Boss Logic, he was actually heavily involved in making that. Dwayne Johnson shouted him out.
Oh wow, that's really cool. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Boss Logic's work before, so that's cool that he was involved with this. Oh, wow.
I'm happy for him that he's finally kind of been hired to do stuff because he's an incredible digital artist.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, I believe he collaborated with Jim Lee because Jim Lee did pretty much everything for DC FanDome this year. But I suppose he is the creative director. He kind of has to do stuff for them now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy for him. And the motion comic, it was pretty cool. I quite liked it.
Yeah, and I just quickly on the Boss Logic art thing. Sometimes his art is so much better than what the officials come up with.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I just think like, wow, how can you not work with this guy? Come on.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's great. That's good.
No, because while I was watching the panel, and Dwayne Johnson was like, "Oh, this was made by my two good friends Jim Lee and Boss Logic." I was like, "Oh, oh, damn!" Like that man / woman. I assume it's a man, because yeah, he does deserve it because he does a lot of stuff for these movies, and I mean, I know personally, like I follow him on Twitter, and he's done some incredible edits. Like I remember his Captain Marvel ones and Endgame and everything. It was just, it was great, and I'm happy for him, you know.
Yeah, that's good. So hopefully now this could be it. He could be rising so high, and he'll be doing all the work. But yeah, I saw bits of this motion comic as I was scrolling through social media, so I've seen some of that, and yeah, it did seem pretty cool. I didn't expect anything like that.
No. See, I think that's a good way to do it, especially if they don't have footage. Just kind of show them, like, it's more like just kind of animated concept art for based on like the script and stuff. I think that's a really nice kind of way to showcase it. But obviously we got the reveal of some of the JSA or Justice Society of America members. Atom Smasher. There was a interview between Dwayne Johnson and the actor, who, like always, can't remember his name. Atom Smasher, Hawkman, Dr. Fate, and Cyclone are confirmed for the JSA. So.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Where's Jay Garrick? Old one. I want my old man Flash.
Yeah.
But I suppose they can't do that if it is canon to the DCU. But what is canon anymore? Let's be honest.
Exactly. It's all multiverse stuff. Who knows what's going on where?
Yeah, definitely. So a kind of quote that was used a lot was that Black Adam will change the hierarchy of power in the DC universe, and I don't know. I've gonna be honest. I've never read a Black Adam comic.
No.
Never been particularly invested in the kind of Shazam universe, even though he's not. It's like Spider-Man and Spider-Woman, right? They're roughly similar, but they're not related, kind of thing. Like Black Adam, he does get his powers from, I believe, the same wizard that gives Shazam his powers. But I believe that's pretty much it. And yeah, but
yeah, I feel like once they've got this out there, and you know they're going to start. I mean, who knows with DC because they keep changing their films up all the time. But it seems like they're going to try and use Black Adam to be the new center of their universe. Because I mean, Dwayne Johnson, obviously, he's a moneymaker, and
Oh yeah.
he likes doing franchises, so I don't see him going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
they could, and especially if they want to change up this hierarchy of power, then it does seem like it's going to be the focus is on going to be on him, at least for some of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, definitely. And Dwayne Johnson says that he wants to go toe to toe with Superman and Shazam. So maybe Henry Cavill will come back. Who knows?
Yeah, there were some talks of that a little while ago. So
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to see Henry Cavill back, but shave off the mustache this time.
yeah,
But yeah, I think. I mean, I'm like I say, I'll watch it. I'm not particularly excited for it, but
yeah.
I'll watch it. Like I don't know how to describe it, but I'm saying I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not excited for it. Like
Yeah, I'm the same, I guess. I'm not desperate to see it if it,
yeah, but
but
more DC is more DC, and it's been going pretty well for them lately. So let's hope they can keep that up.
yes.
Yeah. So this next movie that we're going to be talking about is one that I think we're both skeptical of, but it seems to be better than the last.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's of course the Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's quite a bit to talk about this because there was quite a bit revealed about it.
Yeah, and up until now, I have been very skeptical of it, even
Yep.
with James Gunn on board and all that lot, and even with the cast that they have.
Yeah.
After the first one, I just didn't know what to expect.
No.
And I still kind of don't, because it's like, it's kind of a sequel, but they're kind of
Yeah.
not. And
See, I think it's a sequel to Birds of Prey, but not to the Suicide Squad. Or
Yeah.
to Suicide Squad, not... God, these titles. They need to think of more creative titles than just adding the on the front.
exactly, especially when they're trying to distinguish them so much, putting
Yeah.
the in front of it really hasn't helped.
No, it really hasn't. So we got pretty much 2 teasers, even though one of them's just behind the scenes, which was more or less our trailer, and then
Yeah.
we had character reveals. So behind the scenes footage, I thought looked really good. Like they said that they wanted to, I believe, make it like a 1970s war film kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've heard that, yeah.
And from the poster that was officially revealed after FanDome as well, and the behind the scenes, it does feel like that. And I think it looks fun.
It does, and it was this behind the scenes little featurette that has given me some more faith in this film.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I mean, yeah, that character reveal thing was cool, but it doesn't really tell you much. Whereas this behind the scenes, you got to see, them talking about it and some stuff that's going on, and that has piqued my interest. So it's because of that I'm interested, not the character reveal.
Yeah, definitely. So speaking of that character reveal, that was our first kind of look at Harley Quinn's new costume, which is easily her best on-screen costume, I think.
Yeah.
Better than the whatever she wore in Suicide Squad and Birds of Prey. She wore
the t-shirt and short shorts.
yeah, and then Birds of Prey she wore like feathers or something. I can't remember. I don't know. Her outfit in that was odd. But I really like her Suicide Squad's costume. I think it looks really good. Like the Suicide Squad, not the old one.
The red and black, with the whole, it's got that classic vibe to it, and
but it's not like skin tight jester costume, and I think it looks really good.
It's like the same for all the costumes, really. They all look good. They're all quite colourful.
Yeah. It's like the thing I've seen a lot of people say online about like the Javelin and Polka Dot Man, how their costumes look awful. It's like I think they're kind of meant to.
Yeah, I think that's the point.
Like they're going very comic booky with the costumes. Like Javelin, he looks exactly like his comic counterpart. John Cena's character, who I cannot remember the in-universe character name, his costume looks very similar to his comic character, and I feel like it's just meant to be fun. I think that's what they're doing with this movie. It's just making it big, bold, and colourful, and just not having Will Smith going, with some kind of Suicide Squad. Yeah, like
Yeah, I already feel like the tone is very different, and that's a good
yeah.
thing. It seems like this time around the cast are really having fun
hmm
making this film. So hopefully that shows on the big screen as well.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like they've actually kind of carried through with what the original marketing for the first movie was.
Yeah.
Well, at least the marketing after the first Comic-Con trailer, because that showed it as a very dark, gritty film, and then immediately the trailer after was, oh look, fun, bright, colourful
Yeah.
movie, and then the final movie was somewhere in between.
Yeah, it was. Oh, that
It
movie's
was
just
awful.
a weird mess. Oh.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to this. King Shark is rumored to be voiced by Taika Waititi. I said his name very odd there. But he likes to do a lot of voice work. He was the droid in The Mandalorian, IG. It's not IG-11, IG-88. He was obviously Korg in the MCU.
Ah, a lovable rock.
Yeah, we would love a good rock. And not Dwayne Johnson.
Oh.
Oh, that was awful. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it looks fun. And obviously we finally know who Peter Capaldi is playing, and he's playing the Thinker.
Yes, not Mr. Freeze, which would have been a good.
No.
Good
Still
one,
want him.
but-
I want him as Mr. Freeze in a solo movie called Freeze. Same style as Joker. Elseworlds.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. I think he does look good as old Clifford DeVoe, the Thinker.
Yeah, I feel like it. I feel like it's going to suit him, so I feel like he's going to do a good job.
Do you think he'll be the villain of the movie?
Oh, I hadn't thought about that actually.
Because I don't think he'll be part of the Suicide Squad.
No.
I think he'll probably be. I think he will be the villain, because I don't know. I just can't see the Thinker as part of the Suicide Squad.
No, yeah, I can't see that actually.
Like he's a very calculative kind of well, he thinks a lot, right? That's kind of his. That's kind of his whole deal.
Why would he be on the Suicide Squad?
Yeah, I mean they're a bunch of just morons.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have a question. What do you think the Suicide Squad is a bit too big in this movie?
I was just about to say that. I was about to say, well, if he is, the team is already much bigger than what it was before.
There is so many characters in this movie.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit worried about that. Like,
I can't see them all being used equally.
No.
I feel like maybe they're literally some of them are just going to be like a throwaway, like a couple scenes in like an early battle and they just die or whatever.
I mean, John Cena, he'll get through because he makes money. Harley Quinn, obviously. Polka Dot Man, probably because he's a pretty well-known actor who's playing him.
Yeah.
Can never remember his name. He's in everything nowadays. He was in Ant-Man and everything else. Yeah, I don't know. This feels like it's a very it's more of a squad now rather than 5 people and a crocodile man.
Yeah, so like maybe they're gonna kind of like certain people. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do with the film, but maybe they use certain members for certain things, and it's like, oh, you're up and you're sitting this one out. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that because obviously it's all meant to be, it's controlled by Amanda Waller, and she's like, well, you got a bomb in your head, mate. Do this or I'll kill you, kind of thing. So I imagine it'll be like, oh, we need a giant shark man. You're up, King Shark.
You're just the man for the job, giant shark man.
I want I want King Shark versus Killer Croc.
Oh, that would have. Yeah.
That's his name, right? Killer Croc.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Is it?
I think it is.
Doesn't sound right to me. Anyway, you know who I mean, the crocodile man from the first one who had
He's
his
not
hood
in
up
this
for
one,
a
is
whole
he?
movie.
He's not in this.
No, he's not.
No.
See, that's one of the ones I thought they would have carried over. Same with Will Smith.
Yeah.
Deadshot.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, I'm surprised Will Smith wasn't in it, but I guess he thought, yeah, I'll.
After that first one, I wouldn't.
Yeah, maybe he'll come back for another one, but
God, they must be
like,
paying Margot Robbie so much to stay on for these movies.
She brings in the money. She is.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to sound so primal about this, but
Yeah. Yeah, no.
she is the sex appeal of the movies. I
mean,
think,
true.
like, she's a great actress, and I'm a big fan of her work from other movies, you know. But I just feel
Yes.
like that's it. Again, I feel bad for saying that.
No, I get what you mean. Like, I think she makes a good Harley Quinn, just not in the way that Harley Quinn has been directed so far.
Yeah, I think she's. I couldn't think of anyone else in the role.
No, I don't know. I just don't. I don't really like Harley Quinn as a character. Like, I don't think the Joker needs a love/abuse interest.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I know she's like meant to be a whole own character now and stuff like that, but yeah. Alright, anyway.
Oh.
So, have you seen the official poster?
No, I haven't actually. I don't think so. No.
Brilliant, because I don't have it pulled up either, but there was one, and it looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we think it will be better than 2016 movie?
I hope so. If not, I feel like they've got a lot riding on this movie.
I don't feel like it's a high bar to set though. Like,
No.
I feel like if you make a movie that makes sense, it's automatically better.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It should be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So, does that pretty much wrap up Suicide Squad? Anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's about it, really. Yeah.
Cool. So, on to a movie that will it actually happen? Who knows?
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
It's been delayed a trillion times.
Well, it should have been
Andy,
out by now, I think, right?
I think so. I think we should have had Cyborg by now as well.
Yeah, that one. Oh, gosh.
Do you remember when they revealed all of those bloody movie logos and stuff as well?
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
just never happened.
Yeah. Wasn't the Batman supposed to come out like last year with Ben Affleck?
Oh, something like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
Oh.
Andy Muschietti, if I said his name wrong, I apologise. And Ezra Miller, they've revealed that the Flash will open up the doors to the multiverse. Which is to be expected. It's the Flash. He does that sometimes.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. And from what I've heard recently since DC FanDome, so you know how they're doing the movie based on Flashpoint for the first Flash movie.
Yes, which some people aren't. They're a bit confused about that, but
Yeah. Apparently, Reverse Flash isn't even going to be the main villain.
oh,
Which is kind of
okay.
the whole point of Flashpoint is that Barry saves his mother from the Reverse Flash killing her
Yeah.
when he was a kid, and that's kind of what creates Flashpoint. But you know what? Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
God, I just forgot how many DC heroes were like orphans.
Oh yeah,
Or, like, have lost a
all
parent.
All of them.
Yeah.
But see, that's what I was expecting from this Paolo was a casting announcement for Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. It's just yeah.
That's caught me off guard. Really, I don't really know. Huh?
Yeah. Like I would have thought by now, like they would have said, Reverse Flash is played by, I don't know, who do we want to play Reverse Flash? Who plays young Magneto? what's
Michael
his-
Fassbender.
Yes,
Michael
him.
Fassbender.
Get him as Reverse Flash.
Oh, he'd be good at that.
Mm-hmm. Can't think of anyone else. Just yeah, him. Just get him.
Yeah.
So a bit of a big reveal, which was actually talked about before DC FanDome. Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck both set to return as Batman.
Yeah, that's right. This Flash movie is going to be so big. It's going to have two Batmen.
At least two.
At least two, yeah.
I'm expecting Bale to show up at some point.
Yeah, probably Pattinson for a cameo as well.
Yeah. They'll just do the thing of he's running through the multiverse and you just see flashes of different Batmen and
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah. It was so there was some concept art revealed. This does link into Batman, I promise. And it shows Barry Allen's The Flash's new suit. And apparently he receives it from Bruce Wayne, but the concept art shows the new suit next to Keaton's Batman. Ooh.
So, does he get it from Keaton, or does he travel and then end up with him with his new suit? Ooh,
Maybe.
mystery.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the new suit.
Well, I wasn't really a fan of the kind of armored suit either.
No, but I prefer it.
I don't even like the TV shows suits. Some of them I think are a bit. I just don't know with the Flash. I feel.
I think the most recent TV suit is probably their best one, but yeah, I don't know. I don't like this one. I don't like that it's. This feels like the original kind of concept art that I swear there was something similar for the original design of the Flash.
I think so. Yeah.
I just don't like that it's gone from this like bulky armor thing straight to it's skin tight. It has light running through it, and it's just it just looks like a red spandex suit.
Yeah, it's quite different.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just give me gold boots on the Flash. Damn it! I've watched the Flash for 6 seasons, and that's the least you can do.
Give me them gold boots.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't know. Just I'm not a fan of the new suit, really. I prefer the Justice League one, but I'd rather something else.
Yeah.
Although to be honest, the armored suit has grown on me a little bit, but I think that might just be, being exposed to it for so long. I've just kind of accepted it. But that was also the suit that showed up in the Flash TV show for Crisis. So if they're gonna put Grant Gustin in this movie, then they need to not have Ezra in the new suit for that, I guess.
Yeah, don't want to be too similar.
No.
And obviously, with him being on the Flash, then it's all part of that multiverse, which they keep trying to,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they're building it because they're just kind of thinking, right, we can put this here and have that, and oh look, it's a multiverse.
That's it. I feel like it's just them kind of being like, well, we've got a billion different things that we've done. Joker's its own universe, the Batman's its own universe, Flash, Arrow, and all that. It's like, yeah, let's just whack it in the multiverse. Why not?
Yeah.
But then, so we've technically seen the multiverse for DCEU already because it's been in the shows.
Yeah.
So unless it's like two different multiverses and they've crossed over to each other, I don't know.
Oh God.
How
two
do you feel?
Multiverses.
Huh? What was
two different multiverses crashing together.
that? Yeah.
Oh dear.
Crisis on Infinite Multiverses.
Yeah. Don't give them ideas. They'll do that next.
Yeah. How do you feel knowing that there's an Earth in the DCEU that's occupied by Nazis? Earth X.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And
that's...
Paul Blackthorne is a Nazi leader or something.
I think that's just great. I like that one. I don't think it's great, but I like that. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I don't think Nazis are cool. I think they make good bad guys, don't they?
Historically, yeah. Yeah.
No,
That was one hell of a quote from you. I don't think Nazis are great. um, brilliant. This is moving on, I guess, to the one that I'm probably most excited to talk about this podcast because I'm happy. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Matt Reeves, the Batman. Wow. That's.
Mm-hmm.
And now on to Just League. No.
Yeah, that's all there was.
So there was a lot of info.
There was a lot more than I expected.
Yeah. So I guess we just get into it. So Matt Reeves, he had a bit of a speech with his beautiful mustache. I will add that he's got a very nice mustache. That man does.
Oh, nice.
So he's revealed details that this Gotham City, like in every Batman franchise, I guess, is very corrupt. Now I've written here possibly led by Penguin, as a theory. But people are starting to believe that it could be the Court of Owls. But, I mean, they're starting to get the limelight a lot more. They're in the upcoming Gotham Knights game. They were on the Gotham TV show. They're getting their little owl hands and everything.
Yes. Do owls have hands?
Claws, I'm sure.
Claws. Oh,
Yeah.
feathers. They're getting their feathers and everything.
Yeah. He pretty much confirmed what we already knew. Robert Pattinson's Batman will be in his second year as Batman, which I think is a nice kind of starting point. You know, it's not Ben Affleck, I'm 20 odd years into being Batman and, everyone in Gotham is corrupt and all the good guys are gone and all that. But he's also not, just starting out like Bales was. He's kind of... He's getting into it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's nice because it's different to what we've had. So yeah, it will be.
Yeah. So, like with all movies now, it's not an origin movie because it's become the stigma that nobody wants to see that anymore.
No.
With Batman, I understand it. Like, I don't need to see Batman become. Yeah, I don't need to see his parents be shot again. But even though it's not an origin, Matt Reeves has teased that all of the corruption in Gotham will lead back to his origin. So his parents were definitely corrupt. And not the beautiful, amazing people that he thought they were.
No.
So, yeah. 25% of the movie was shot before the pandemic hit, and production is looking to resume as early as September. And a little tidbit that came out today, there's been some set photos that came out today of the Batmobile out in public, so they're going to start filming very soon, I believe within the next week or so.
Oh, that's cool. I like that Batmobile.
I really like it as well.
It's nice that it's not like a weird high-end car.
No.
It's normal, kind of.
It's like imagine him just driving around in like a Fiat Panda, just painted black. Yeah, with batties on it.
This is early Batman.
Yeah. I'd love to see it if like in his garage, like he has like a whole array of cars ranging from like a Fiat 500 to like a Ferrari, and they're all painted black and customized with batties and stuff. It'd be great.
Yeah, it's like. I think it just works because I'm tired of seeing Batman with these,
tanks.
Like when he starts off, he's not going to have all this, is he?
No.
No matter how much money he's got, he's not going to think. You kind of build upon it as you go on. So you're not going to start off with this.
I remember
tank.
I like Affleck's Batmobile quite a bit.
Yeah, I did too.
I don't like Bale's because it's literally just the Tumbler. It was never called the Batmobile.
No.
And then Bane had about 5 of them because they had leftover props or something.
Yeah, let's use that.
And then painted it like camouflage because that's cool.
Yeah.
So, onto the bit that I'm just happy with it. The first official teaser was revealed. What did you think?
It was really good. As As I sound there thinking like, what do I say? No, I did enjoy it. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't expect like a
No,
full thing that we got. I
no,
mean, for 25% of the film, you
yeah,
know, I still feel like we haven't seen anything that gives anything away.
no.
Those handful of little clips.
Oh,
It was a good little trailer. I like that.
I really enjoyed it, and I said to someone on Twitter about this that it feels like a detective movie, and I love that.
Yes.
It doesn't feel like traditional. Oh, superhero got to save the day from supervillains. It's just the Riddler's about he's killing these corrupt politics, and leaving these clues for Batman. I love it because Batman's meant to be the world's greatest detective, and it feels like we're finally getting that.
Yeah, it's like we haven't really seen that detective side. It's
No.
just this,
Brooding man.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, a brooding rich man who beats up people.
Yeah, we need to see his detective side.
Yeah. Like
And
I love seeing him on like actual like crime scenes as well, and
yeah.
I tell you what, one thing that probably sold me on this movie more than anything, Jeffrey Wright as Gordon. God, he looks so good as Gordon.
He does. Jeffrey Wright is a fantastic actor, and
Yes.
yeah, it's just
I think he just really suits Gordon in this as well. Like,
yeah,
especially one that's kind of, you can see what's going to happen. Like, the police department, they're all against Batman, but then there's Gordon who, he's like, just give him a pass. He's clearly a very disturbed man. But yeah, no, I love it, and one of the lines in it that I specifically love is when the Riddler says, "What is the price for your blind eye?" And
Hmm.
it's like, I feel like they might lead back to maybe Edward Nashton and Bruce Wayne. Maybe they were like childhood friends or something, something like that. And in that riddle, he's asking, like how much would it cost for Batman to become corrupt, and
Yeah.
he's trying to be this symbol of hope and stopping the bad guys, but the Riddler doesn't see it that way. He doesn't feel like he's doing enough. He's killing off these corrupt politicians on his own, and
Mm-hmm.
I just really enjoyed it.
Yes, and like it had a dark vibe, but
Yeah,
it's not like we've had before. It's not kind of that realistic
no,
Bale Batman. It's not that kind of grizzled Affleck. It has that
yeah,
just dark thriller sense to it.
I know, I love it. I love it so much. Like, I want this to be a murder mystery movie with Batman.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like that's what the trailer kind of gave away, is that, even from that intro scene where, presumably, the Riddler, has, taped up, what we can only assume is a corrupt politician with the "no more lies" on his face, and, like, I just love it. I love that it is going to be like a political thriller, and
Yeah.
just
So
a detective movie.
I want Batman to be like one step behind. I don't want him to,
Yeah.
he's got to figure this out, especially if it's in his early days. He's going to
Yeah.
like learn on this journey.
Yeah.
So
I think the Riddler's the perfect villain to do that with as
Yeah.
well. Like, and we haven't had the Riddler in movie form in a long time. Not since Jim Carrey was air humping.
I feel like we're going to have two very different Riddlers.
Yeah, like this seems like, I don't know. I don't expect him to be, dressed up in a green question mark suit with a question mark cane and stuff. Like, I
Yeah.
really like what they're doing with this. Is that they're teasing that the Riddler, he's wearing like a green coat and stuff, but he's still he's still the Riddler, and he's leaving these puzzles, and I just love that scene of Gordon holding up the envelope with like the green envelope saying "to the Batman" and
Yeah.
stuff. It's just it's great.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't wait to see more of this. And I think probably apart from the new Justice League cut, this is what I'm looking forward to
Oh yeah,
the most.
this was my
Like, sure, the other bits are interesting,
Yeah.
but it's this because it's fresh, it's different.
And like I said, like this was the thing I was waiting all of fandom for. Like, I think like I was working at 6:45 the Sunday that it came out. I was up until 3:30 in the morning watching this because I was just
Yeah.
waiting for this trailer. And for me at least, it didn't disappoint. Oh, what's his face? The guy who's playing Penguin. Oh, I can't remember his name.
Colin Farrell.
Yes. What do you think about
Yes.
that? Just absurd amount of prosthetics because
Oh, no, you wouldn't even think it's
No.
the same person. It's
I didn't
so
recognise
different.
him at all.
No, I had no idea.
And I see. I've heard a lot of people say like, why not just cast a bigger actor? But Colin Farrell, like, there is a presence to him, and I feel like
Yeah, he's just like he really gets into the role
yeah,
that he's playing,
and
and I feel like with this one in particular, he's really gonna go all out.
I think he looks with the prosthetics. He looks so good as Penguin. Like it's not like little laughing, bubbly Danny DeVito, you know. with
he
his...
just looked kind of creepy.
Oh, I know, he's terrifying, isn't he? Just Danny DeVito in general, not even the Penguins. But
I still find just saying Danny DeVito as the Penguin. I still think it's hilarious.
I know, but yeah. But no, I think that movie's so gross.
Yeah.
Batman Returns. Like, it's just like there's a scene of him like I think it's like his mouth is bleeding. It's just like black gloop. And it's just like it's just so creepy and gothic, and it's just But no, I love it. Like this movie, and I really liked the use of Nirvana's "Something in the Way" as well for
Yeah.
the intro music, and then it cuts to thingies. Oh god, I looked up the composer just before we started as well. It's something Giacchino, Michael Giacchino.
I don't know.
Anyway, his score sounds incredible, and I just want more of the one from the reveal trailer. Like,
Yeah, that was
it
good.
was so good. But Matt Reeves looks like he's doing a bloody good job with this, and yeah, I need to see more. Like, not even out of like, oh, you know, I'm not too excited. I need to see more. Like, I'm so excited for this. I want more now.
Yeah.
Like, give it to me. But
I just
yeah.
I just can't wait for it.
I know it's gonna be great, and obviously we'll when it eventually comes out, in ?0?1. I love that.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Oh.
But yeah, see, I saw someone react to it, and then even after that, they was like, "Who's the villain?" It's like, really?
Yeah.
There's question marks. There's been riddles throughout. Who do you think it is?
Yeah.
It's not bloody Two-Face, is it? Although maybe, you never know. Maybe Harvey Dent will be in this.
Yeah, it could be.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did him for like the next movie or something.
Yeah. It's like, I know he's been done a couple of times now, but I think he's a good character.
Yeah. Once by what's his face? Oh, bloody thingy.
Tommy Lee Jones
That's the
and
one.
Aaron Eckhart. They both played
Oh, yeah.
Two-Face. Yes.
Tommy Lee Jones was. Oh, those movies are so 80s. I love them.
They are. I was reading a bit actually just before this, and apparently he was really difficult to work with on that film.
I can kind of see it. I don't know.
And apparently he told Jim Carrey, like he straight up told him, "I hate you." I can't, like he just couldn't stand how he was. Like they're so different people.
I
How
feel like
Jim
I
Carrey
wouldn't
was
get
just
along
kind
with
of-
Jim Carrey. Like,
Apparently he was the nicest one out of the whole cast.
what, Jim Carrey?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
God.
he was just so polite, and everyone enjoyed working with him. But everyone else, like Val Kilmer, was difficult. Tommy Lee
Yeah.
Jones said he hated everyone, and
I wasn't a fan of Val Kilmer as Batman. I'm not gonna lie.
no,
But speaking of these 80s movies, be sure to tune in next week when we're going to be doing a retro review of Batman and Robin. So
Yes.
that'd be fun. We both need to rewatch that movie.
we do.
With
Oh.
more bat nips. Riddler nips? No, not Riddler nips. Maybe Riddler nips. Who knows?
It was,
Oh god, I just remembered
just-
at the end, Batgirl as in Batman and Robin. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they all get their winter bat clothes because Mr. Freeze or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
it's
yeah.
just, yeah. So stay tuned for that. Fingers crossed next week.
Yes, and if not, at some point, probably. And that's another thing. Just, I guess, a little intermission here. We want to do more things like that. Like, we've been speaking about doing more kind of like retro reviews of like Spider-Man and the Tobey Maguire one, even. And
Yeah.
more movies like that, mate. So if you have any recommendations of kind of, should we say like 70s to 2005? Should we say like?
Sure.
Give us some recommendations of movies that you want us to rewatch and review and see if they hold up in 2020.
God, sounds like a fun challenge.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm looking forward to doing some retro reviews and watching some not so good movies. But this was a great segue. Speaking of what used to be, could potentially still be not very good movies. Zack Snyder's Justice League. Do you want to take the lead on this one? I feel like I've been talking a lot about this week.
Well, I mean, yeah, I feel like you have been talking more, but I feel like you kind of knew more than I did. So
Well.
I kind of took that back seat. But yeah, I can take the helm on this one. So yes, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Obviously, we've heard more about it. It will be released as a 4-part miniseries, 1-hour episodes on HBO Max, and then they're gonna kind of merge it as a little 4-hour. Well, not little,
I was
but
gonna say a little.
not a little,
Oh.
as an epic 4-hour movie some point later down the line.
Yeah.
Obviously, not everywhere has HBO Max. We don't have it here in the UK, so we're yet to find out how we're going to get it. But they've said we are going to get it.
Yeah.
So that will be good. I don't know. Are they just going to like? I don't know what they're going to do for us. Actually, what do you think?
I mean, we'll definitely get like a Blu-ray and DVD, but in terms of digital, I don't know. What service is DC movies on for us now? Is it Prime?
I mean, it's
some
a bit of both, isn't it? I feel like if it's on, because I know Amazon Prime, they do like have deals with other like networks, so you can like have separate purchases. So maybe Amazon Prime.
I'd assume Prime because I mean Stargirl's on there at the moment.
Yeah.
I think Justice League was on there.
I think it was.
I think it was on Netflix as well.
Yeah.
It's still amazing, right? There was a little moment in DC FanDome where I think Zack Snyder was talking about how we're really excited that we have a streaming service to put DC content on in the form of HBO Max. It's like, imagine if you had your own one, maybe call it DC Universe or something. You know?
Imagine that.
Christ, they've given up with that. They really have. And,
yeah.
Oh, but we never got in the UK, so who cares?
Yeah, and there's nothing left on there at this point. But
no.
Yes.
I think Titans is still on there, isn't it?
Titan.
Oh no, that got
probably.
removed. We spoke about
that. Yeah, it's.
Oh no.
I don't think there's anything left.
I've got nothing left.
No. But some more. So the film's been confirmed to not be canon to the main timeline, which honestly surprised me. I thought they would have replaced the other one, but
I think if it does well enough and it's well received, I think they'll just say, "Oh yeah, remember that first one? That didn't exist. Forget about that."
Yeah,
but
I feel because I mean I do have higher hopes for this one. I'd really hope it's better. Because imagine now, after all this, it turns out to be worse or not any better, like only a little bit.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I think I'm not sure if it'll be better, but I think it'll definitely be different.
Yeah. So
So
it could be equal, just on a standing next to the other one, side by side, but different.
Have you heard the rumors that apparently this isn't being released until September 2021?
Oh. No, I hadn't heard that, actually. I thought
there was a leaked image of a listing on a Warner Brothers site. And it said Zack Snyder's Justice League premiere date, I think it was like the 12th of September 2021.
Oh, I thought it'd be a bit sooner than that.
I know. I thought it was going to be like April.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Oh,
But-
okay.
That's over a year away.
Yeah.
I don't know. Unless, how are they going to keep our interest? Because surely this doesn't seem like something they're going to release more trailers for.
They probably do. They'll do another one at least.
Yeah. I don't
Because
know. But
yeah, even with that trailer we did get, I felt it was a good trailer, but I felt it wasn't as polished as I thought it would have been.
no, I get what you mean. Like, I feel like those were the scenes that Zack Snyder had before, what happens.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's just like, oh, I've got this lying around. Let's just put that in the trailer before he's worked on any of the new stuff. But I could be wrong. So
Yeah.
anyway, the title might change due to legal reasons, apparently.
Yeah, I did. I was doing some little research the other day, and I came across this. Apparently, Zack Snyder said it himself at some point that due to some legal reasons, I'm not sure what those reasons are, that it might not be called Zack Snyder's Justice League.
What are you going to call it?
Yeah.
Zack Snyder's Merry Band of Heroes.
Yeah, he can't claim that.
No. Or
Um,
League of Justice versus Steppenwolf. Dawn of Justice League.
That's what I think they'll do. They'll give it a subtitle, like
Yeah.
Justice League.
Maybe they'll call it something like Justice. Then
Yeah.
subtitle Dawn of the League or something. I don't know.
Justice, Dawn of the League.
That's not actually a bad title, to be fair.
There you go. You know where we are.
Yeah, there you go. AMC and DC hire us. So, hallelujah, Bradley.
Hallelujah.
The first trailer was released.
Oh, if you haven't seen the trailer, you're not going to get the joke.
No.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, I saw
Like,
it about an hour before it came out because it was leaked. But
Oh, wow. Yeah, I feel like the song, you said to me, you felt like it worked, but it didn't. And I feel the same.
I feel like it worked for the trailer, but it did feel like, oh, okay, hallelujah, we got the Snyder Cut. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I feel there was a very particular reason. It's like that version of the song was perfect for them because it's kind of that sarcastic, hey, it's coming, we finally got it. And then also kind of that dark and dreary vibe.
Yeah, I mean, it gave me kind of Watchmen vibes, like with that song. Like, that feels like the song that they'd use in the intro to Watchmen.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, my comic turned up recently, and I haven't started it, but I'm really excited to because I want to watch the HBO series.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I want to watch it too.
Yeah, I think you do need to read the comic first because
Probably,
it is a sequel to the comic. Which
yeah.
Anyway, Justice League. Yeah, I was about to say I don't really like how Darkseid looks. Because I liked him in that first kind of, that Wonder Woman reveal in that flashback of him standing there. But up close, like, he looks exactly how Doomsday did in Batman v Superman.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
He's just a big, blobby, grey, muscular alien man.
But, hey, they got over a year, or roughly a year, to sort it out,
And,
apparently.
sorry, I don't mean to sound all negative about this movie, but Desaad, the alien guy in the hood.
Oh, yes, yeah.
He looks exactly like Steppenwolf.
Yeah, I almost thought it was Steppenwolf.
I thought it was the first time watching it. I was like,
yeah.
It's meant to be Desaad. Okay. Like,
too many of your aliens look too similar, DC.
Like Desaad and Steppenwolf, they've both got that weird kind of split chin thing.
Yeah.
Which I think originally Joss Whedon tried to make it like Steppenwolf's beard or something. I don't know. I just feel like with their CG villains, I feel like they just look the same. Like they're all big, grey, muscular people. And for some reason, Dark Snyder.
That's what I expected you to say.
The Dark Snyder cut, yeah. Darkseid. He's got his neck brace thing, but he doesn't have a shirt on. Apparently, because everyone wants to see those Dark Snyder abs. But
Oh, boy.
there was also a scene
But
in
yeah.
there which was the leaked storyboard panel of when Clark's mother turns into Martian Manhunter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
so maybe we will see him. You never.
Yeah, I think wasn't he confirmed? I think as
Maybe.
appearing. I think so. I don't know where I heard that.
It's kind of funny how the world's coming to an end, but yet Martian Manhunter doesn't. Doesn't want to help. Nah.
Nah, I just got to sit back and watch this one.
I mean, he was the Colonel guy in Man of Steel, wasn't he? So,
Mm.
who, even though when Superman, who by the way has X-ray vision, didn't spot that he was a big green Martian man.
Nah, had no idea.
Nah, of course not.
Maybe he wanted to keep it secret.
Yeah, maybe that's why he's not.
I won't tell anyone if you don't.
No, yeah. No, they're in cahoots. You know, he slips him a $20 bill under the table. Just don't tell anyone.
Keep it quiet. Will you?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
So, also, black suit Superman again looks exactly
Yeah.
like we expected it to.
Pretty much.
Um,
Nothing too special. Although if it's a black suit, I mean, you can't do much, can you?
No, it's just the black suit with the silver highlights. But where
Yeah.
is my damn Superman mullet and beard that he should have as well?
I know. Apparently, yeah, I heard that was going to be a thing.
Yeah.
So where is it?
Yeah, no, clean shaven. You know,
Just looks the same, just like they just changed the color of the suit in an edit. But
that's an idea, right? If they're, oh god, why? So in Justice League, they CGI'd off his mustache. Just do a prosthetic fake beard for the rest of it. What? What? Just yeah.
that's a good point. Actually, they could have done that.
Just giving him a
Did
bit.
he have to be clean shaven? I mean,
Oh, I don't know. I mean, does facial hair just completely stop when you get stabbed through the heart by an immortal Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ripoff?
that's true. And I mean, he's not human, so
No.
don't know how his facial hair.
Maybe he just doesn't grow a beard unless he wants to. Like,
Yeah, that's another power of Superman. It's
Yeah,
like
he-
he grows the beard on command.
and he just wanted one in that scene in Man vs. Steel where he throws a guy's truck through a tree. Because he was hitting on a woman, and then he got fired for it because he was
Yeah,
protecting. Okay, anyway,
makes sense.
but yeah, no, the trailer looks pretty good. I mean, I did like that scene of what appears to be Barry traveling through the multiverse.
Yeah,
When that
it
kind of
looked like it.
shockwave hits him, but he's just still there because it's just pew. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, more of Barry saving Iris West from a
Yeah, we saw that.
car that's doing a front flip or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how they meet. Oh, he saved my life.
Yes, even though they really probably should be kind of childhood friends or something.
Yeah. Although to me, I mean, I don't know. From that one brief moment, it looked like she'd never
Yeah.
met him before.
She,
It's like, oh wow, who is this guy who saved me?
yeah, I mean, maybe they'll do the comic thing of she's from the future sent back,
Hmm?
which apparently they might be doing on the show.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I don't know how they'll do it because
Yeah.
with Joe West there as well. I mean,
Huh.
anyway, yeah, but
Very interesting.
I thought the trailer was decent.
Yeah, good trailer. Probably second on my list of what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Zack Snyder's
And-
Justice League. I did like how in
Yes.
the logo reveal they put hashtag the Snyder Cut.
Oh yeah, that was good. Cause
I feel like it should be
like-
called the Snyder Cut rather than Zack Snyder's The Justice League. I feel like
Yeah.
fans deserve for it to be called that after years of begging
Basically,
and
yeah,
Twitter
and
aggression.
like, that's what everyone's kind of knows what it is.
Yeah.
Like calling it Zack Snyder's Justice League, you're just gonna forget to. You're just gonna call it Justice League, and yeah.
It is the Snyder Cut.
It's like everyone knows it as the Snyder Cut.
Maybe
Like,
that's
to me,
what they'll
that's what it
title it.
is.
They'll just call
Maybe
the
it could
Snyder
be that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, does that pretty much wrap up our thoughts on Justice League?
It does, and I think that wraps up our thoughts on all the movies we want to talk about.
I believe it does, yeah. So, we've only got one thing here for TV, and it's not really a big, bulky segment.
No. But before we get on to that, we're just crossed an hour into this week's episode.
Christ almighty, we have, yes.
And I think we should we'll take the intermission now, shall we? Because we haven't got too much left in the second half.
No. So yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share if you are enjoying this random. What? I can't speak. Just do it. You know what to do.
Yeah, you just press those buttons and leave a little comment. Tell us what your favourite thing was from the fandom.
Tell us what your
you're
favourite
looking
thing
forward
is in general. Yeah.
What's your favourite thing?
Yeah.
I like the colour blue.
Is that your
And
favourite
grey.
thing? Like ever?
Yeah, well, I guess you'll have to find out in the comments. I'm sure I'll be there.
Yeah. Also, let us know what movies you want us to do retro reviews of, because
Yes.
we've got some ideas for podcasts, but we don't want to do the same thing constantly. So we want to mix it up with, retro review here, like game here.
Yeah, we don't want it to be just because the superhero movies or comic movies come to mind first. We're open minded. We'll do other things.
Yeah, like if you want us to review, I don't know, Ghostbusters or something. I don't know. Let us know. And be sure to check out all of the links to our socials in the description. Twitter, MySpace, where else are we? Instagram, Facebook.
We're there.
We are.
We are. Come and connect with us. Follow us. Subscribe.
Yes. And use the hashtag.
Hashtag Daily Weekly Podcast.
Yes. There you go.
And
beautiful.
Yeah.
Lovely. So there was some video game news at DC FanDome as well.
Mm-hmm.
First one that we're going to talk about is the one that I'm quite surprised is canon to the Arkham universe. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
Yes.
So
I was also surprised this one's canon to the Arkhamverse, but
the other one isn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't particularly have any interest in this game.
No. I've heard about it. I haven't read anything into it, and I haven't seen the. Did they release a trailer or some footage or something?
It was a small little teaser that was just kind of like a cinematic.
Oh well, yeah. I haven't seen that.
I'll give you a brief breakdown. I think there's like a Brainiac invasion in Metropolis. And it's just like the 4 Suicide Squad members just chilling on a rooftop, being all funny and witty as they are.
Hooray!
And then they say something about how they've been sent on a task to kill something, or like to kill like a target or something, and then they get a notification like the target's approaching. Then there's like a silhouette of Superman, and they say like I think it's King Shark who says it's Superman, and then but he's holding up like a police officer or something.
Okay.
And then he like uses his laser vision and basically annihilates the police officer. And then it's revealed that Superman looks all evil and taken over by Brainiac.
Oh.
And then it's Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Lovely.
And of course, Harley Quinn is one of the playable characters of the Suicide Squad. Obviously,
of course. King Shark, Captain Boomerang, and what's his face?
Deadshot.
Yeah. They're all there. King Shark's getting a lot of screen time at the moment.
Yeah. So good for him.
Good for that big
well done.
Sharky man.
Yeah, and players, they won't be forced to play as one character for any mission. You can choose which one you feel like.
No, I was really happy with that, because they were saying how it's a co-op game, you can play any of the characters, but then when they said there's no kind of character specific missions, I was really happy about it. Like, I'm not sure if I will play this. I'll have to see more of it. But I'm glad that you're not forced to play King Shark for an underwater mission or something.
Yeah.
And they've all kind of got their own ways of like traversing Metropolis and stuff. So I believe Harley Quinn has like a grapple gun. Captain Boomerang has like a teleport boomerang or something.
Okay,
Which, yeah, either that or
Yeah.
he's a speedster or something. I've seen some people say.
Oh. Mm.
King Shark, I believe, is just, it's like the Hulk in the new Avengers game. He's just big and can jump far and stuff.
Yeah.
And then Deadshot has like a jetpack. So,
Oh,
yeah,
fair enough.
yeah.
I just can't believe this one's canon to the
I know.
Arkham games.
Like, how
It just...
it doesn't feel like.
I don't want it... No, I don't want it to water down those great games. Like,
Yeah.
because they felt quite self-contained. And then you introduce all this and...
I was just.
I don't know.
We'll get on to this in a second, but I was just surprised that Gotham Knights wasn't. Because even from that trailer
Yeah.
and the gameplay, it looks like an Arkham game.
Yeah.
But nope, apparently not.
No, and well, should we move on to Gotham Knights?
Yeah, I haven't really got much else to say about Suicide Squad.
No.
it-
So yeah, Gotham Knights revealed not to be canon to the Arkham games, which has surprised us and many others, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think that news came out after the DC FanDome panel.
Yeah, because there was some confusion, thinking,
Yeah.
oh, is it because of how the last Batman Arkham game ended and how
Yeah,
this one doesn't have Batman in it because he's dead and
quote unquote dead.
well, yeah, it's Batman. He's probably just faking his death and disappeared. But
All the Court of Owls are involved.
yeah, they are again. They're
Mhm.
back.
Yeah, so and the thing is, this game looks really good as well, and I feel like it'd be a really good
Yeah.
inclusion to the Arkhamverse.
I know, and it just to me it would make sense to kind of be that like extra game in that series, whereas the Suicide Squad,
Squad.
Suicide Swans.
Yeah.
Whereas the Suicide Swans would be a whole different
Yeah.
different thing.
Suicide Swans. That's a thing. So
Yeah.
in Gotham Knights, there's 4 playable characters, just like Suicide Squad. Red Hood, Batgirl, Robin, Tim Drake, Robin at that, and Nightwing. So the Bat family's all here.
Yeah.
And Bruce Wayne is dead. Apparently.
Yes. So is Commissioner Gordon as well. Apparently
Yeah.
he's dead as well.
Yeah.
So
'cause
this is really kind of
everyone's dead.
like Gotham is left to like it's
Gotham,
vulnerable.
isn't it always? Isn't it always the
Well,
target of a
yeah.
of a
Yeah.
supervillain
They're just-
attack, or it's corrupt, or it's poverty?
They're just even less protected right now, and they have to. It's up to
Band
these 4
together.
heroes to rise up, band together, and
Yeah.
save the day
Yeah.
in honor of Batman, probably.
Yeah.
Who will probably return at the last mission and be like, "I'm back."
Yeah, and then you get to play as Batman, and he's all proud of his Bat family, and
Yeah.
I mean, I liked the my favorite part of that trailer was at the end with the Court of Owls reveal, with that creepy like kid's voice, like saying about how like they hide in the shadows and you never see them, and like I like that. And then just the logo's kind of nice.
Yeah.
But it's just not. It's not an Arkham game, and it should be, because
No, I
It-
feel like if it was, it would draw so much more
See,
to it.
out of the
It'd
two
make
games,
it worth it.
yeah, out of the 2 games as well, is that this game looks most visually like the Arkham games as well.
Yeah.
Like, it looks dark and gritty, and it looks stylized still. Whereas Suicide Squad, it just looks fun and happy, and yay.
Yeah.
I don't want fun, happy games. Give me dark, depressing games.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Yeah, definitely. So, do you think that DC are kind of hopping on this whole co-op game thing because of the new Avengers game?
It wouldn't put it past me that they're trying
I
to
wouldn't put it past
do.
you.
I would.
You did not say that quite correctly.
No, I did not.
You wouldn't
No.
put it past them.
I would have put.
You wouldn't go past
it,
you, no.
It. Moving on.
Yes.
I'm not surprised.
No.
Um,
Yeah.
but then again, thinking how long it takes to develop a game and all that, so maybe it was a coincidence.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to fast track it and play catch up.
I kind of have the issue that both of the games that they revealed, they seem like the same game. Like,
Yeah.
they're both co-op. They're both 4 playable characters, and whatnot. And I don't know. It's just I'm more interested in Gotham Knights, but I'd be even more interested if it was an Arkham game.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like they should have done that, but
Yeah. But they didn't.
nope. Instead, they introduced the Suicide Squad game to that.
Woo.
Yeah.
So, that pretty much wraps up our DC FanDome breakdown. What did you enjoy most? What are you most excited for? Yeah, just be sure to let us know what you thought of FanDome this year. Do you think there'll be another one?
Yeah, we want to hear what you guys think, and just let us know.
Yeah. So, on to the general discussion points, of which there's only really one point.
Yeah, and I was looking and I couldn't find much apart from DC things this week, and this was the only thing I found.
Yeah. So, it's not even a big thing, is it? It's
No, it's not. It's like it's a 2-second conversation.
Keanu Reeves
So-
says that he always wanted to play Wolverine. There we go. Cool.
Yeah, that's all it was. He said in like an interview that was like a one line.
God.
So Jake, what do you think about Keanu Reeves? Could he have been a Wolverine?
No. Hugh Jackman.
Okay.
Hugh Jackman was good as Wolverine. I don't really see Keanu Reeves as Wolverine.
No, I don't either.
Get Keanu Reeves to play someone else in the Marvel universe, but Wolverine,
No, not for him. I don't think.
no.
But he said, he's too late and he's too old now, which, well, he's probably right, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So that ship has sailed. That's it for the general discussion.
Hope you enjoyed it. So,
Oh, God.
our weekly media recommendations. Why don't you start us off this week, Bradley?
Yeah, okay. So this week I watched a film called Cowboys and Aliens. I think it's from 2011 or 2010, one of them. Yeah, it's a movie where some aliens attack a cowboy settlement, and yeah, it stars Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford. You got James Bond and Indiana Jones as cowboys. How cool is that?
Yeah, fighting
Like-
aliens.
Have you seen this film?
I haven't. I when it first
Honestly-
came out, and I was like, how old would I have been? What, 9 years ago? Like 10?
Yeah.
10, 11. Yeah. I remember wanting to see it. I didn't see it though.
Yeah, I think the other day was the first day I've actually watched it completely. I think maybe once or twice before I've tried, but I don't know, didn't have the patience for it. I just got distracted or whatever. But
Is it a
I
kids
actually
movie?
really enjoyed it. No, it's not a kids movie.
I thought it was. I thought it was meant to be like, that kind of like, just like kids kind of live action fun movie kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I tried to watch it years ago, but it's not.
No.
It does it. I think of it as a Western movie, but then
Right.
aliens do attack, and it's like, how would they deal with it?
Yeah.
It's-
They just shoot it and I know.
I don't really know how to explain it, but I really enjoyed watching it.
I will have to check it out because I just need to make a list of movies that I need to watch that people keep recommending me, and movies that you've recommended me for these media recommendations, and then just tick them off one by one.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Because I don't know if you remember, Bradley, but the whole idea behind media recommendations to begin with, when we didn't have podcast ideas, was we'd watch each other's media recommendations
Yeah.
and then review
Yeah.
them the next week. But that never happened. Well, it happened twice.
I don't. Yeah,
And we should do that again sometime.
we should.
When we really are lacking ideas and don't want to do anything else.
Yeah, just watch the movie.
Yeah. So no, I'll have
But
to
yeah,
check it out.
it is really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really know how to describe it, but I enjoyed it. If you like sci-fi and if you like Western, which to me it's the perfect mix because I
Yeah.
like both of those things.
Yeah.
So I had to see this film and I had to enjoy it, and I did. So,
Yeah.
Cowboys and Aliens.
Yeah, right. So my media recommendation is one that kind of. So the reason why I watched this was because of a weird reason, and it's because of the song that they played in the trailer. And the reason why I saw the trailer was because I was watching a live stream on Twitch, and it came up. And
Okay.
I really like the song "Once in a Lifetime" by Talking Heads, and they use that song in the trailer, and of course I'm talking about Upload on Amazon Prime. And I tell you what, it looks just like your cheesy kind of romance, like sci-fi thing. It's so much deeper, and there's quite some like dark undertones to it, and it's really good.
Oh.
Like, I binged it in like a day or two. There's only 10 episodes, but it's really good. And Robbie Amell is incredible. And I believe her name's Andy Amo, who plays his love interest slash handler. And the whole plot is, you know, I believe it's only meant to be like 3 years in the future. Oh, no, 10 years, sorry. I think it's something like that.
Oh, okay.
But when you die, your consciousness is uploaded into, it's like a heaven that your alive relatives pay for, but like you can still communicate with them outside, and like you can talk through just like Skype calls and stuff, and but there's like it's like having like a phone data plan. Like you only get like certain allowances to stuff, and to access other stuff, you have to like pay for it through like your not your dead relatives, your alive relatives, like allowance. And there's a lot of like dark themes about like political corruption and like just it's just really good. It's not like there is romance aspects to it, and it is mainly meant to be like a rom-com.
Yeah.
I will say lacking quite a bit of the com. It's not particularly funny, but it's really interesting, and it's an easy watch. Like, if you've watched The Good Place on Netflix and you like sci-fi stuff, it's kind of like a good mix of the two, but it's definitely darker than The Good Place.
Yeah.
And it's just really good. I wasn't expecting to like it, but it genuinely is really good, and I'd highly recommend it.
Oh. I will say I'm intrigued. I'll say I'll keep it in mind,
And then never watch it.
That'll be the end of it.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah.
So that wraps up our incredibly long and dreary general discussion points. So on to the not yet titled news.
Oh God!
And we've got a very wholesome story for you this week.
Yes, we do. It wasn't our original pitch. In a way, I'm glad, because it's been a nice episode, and I wouldn't want it tainted by what we were going to originally talk about.
It would have been a laugh, but it's just weird, and I'd rather look at this one because he looks very happy.
Yeah.
So, after you.
Penguin feeling under the weather binge watches Pingu to cheer himself up. Yeah.
Aw. How cute.
It's just.
Yeah,
so our last little wholesome news story was about Emily the goose, I think. Yeah.
Oh,
happy birds. That's
we
what
like.
we
Happy animals. Happy birds. we do love a happy bird. Yeah. So a zoo.
Doesn't sound right to me.
Mirror. A zoo has shared a look at the hilarious way a rockhopper penguin has been keeping his spirits up during a stint of rehabilitation for feather molting problems. So yeah, he's been a bit ill. He's been a bit, down.
Ooh, Pierre.
His name is Pierre. Pierre. He's a very maybe he's like a posh. Maybe he's like the royal penguin. Yeah. So he was an endangered northern rockhopper penguin. And according to the Mirror, he hasn't been feeling tip top lately. Oh wow, he's gone quite the adventure. So according to the Mirror, the brave little guy swam across oceans and was found washed up on a beach in Western Australia. Oh, what a lad! Jesus, he's.
Wow, Olympic swimmer.
Maybe he was exiled. He was exiled from his home, and then, he's just kind of come here to wreak havoc on us all.
He's like that evil penguin from that Wallace and Gromit. Oh, what was...
yeah. Oh, he's great.
Yeah. So yeah, he's since been experiencing some feather molting problems, meaning he's not waterproof and can't return to the wild yet. So he's been spending some time at the zoo's vet department, and staff have realised that while he's been away from the other penguins, he's just been a bit lonely, really. So they thought they'd lift his spirits while he's feeling under the weather, and it's a lot like how we would spend a sick day at home, to be honest. Pierre Pierre has been watching documentaries about rockhopper penguins, as well as episodes of Pingu. Yes, really.
Pingu. Yeah. Oh, do you think what if Pingu actually does communicate with penguins and he can actually understand the dialogue of him going newt newt?
Oh, imagine that.
No. Maybe Pierre was the Pingu. Was the penguin that Pingu was based on.
This talk of Pingu, it reminds me. At one point, I'd say an impression, but if it's just making sounds, are you really doing an impression? But I could sound like Pingu's.
Do the impression, Bradley.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't want to say because I knew you'd ask me to do it.
Yeah, you've got to do it now. You can't just say that.
I'm just going to mention as a little anecdote that once upon a time I could sound like Pingu's dad, and
his dad.
Yeah, not Pingu.
What does his dad sound like? Is this a deep newt newt?
Kind of. It was just a bunch of fast gibberish in a deep voice.
Oh yeah, do it, please.
Do it. Please. I haven't heard it in a while. I might be off
Well,
pitch.
that's fine. We'll forgive you, Bradley.
I can't do it. Yeah, no. I'm not. No, I won't grace you with that. I don't want to ruin the episode.
I'm gonna put in a booing sound effect in the edit.
I deserve that. Just boo me.
Yeah. Boo. So yeah, that's pretty much the entire story. He's just been watching.
Yeah.
And it starts going on about a man named Fred looking for love.
What?
Wait, is Fred a man or a penguin? Oh no, it's a tortoise.
Oh god.
A 50-year-old tortoise is on the hunt for a female companion.
It's quite young for a tortoise.
Yeah, it is.
He's
How many years? They live like well over 100, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, so Pierre has become iPad savvy. He knows his way around the iPad to put on Pingu.
Oh yeah. He's just in there playing Flappy Bird. Flappy Penguin.
Oh.
Let's hope his internet history's clean.
Yeah. We don't want no.
Penguin nudes.
No.
I mean, penguins are always nude unless they're not.
Well,
so.
Yeah, I mean.
Wow. Food for thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's just been watching some documentaries and Pingu, and can't say I blame him. That's how I'd spend my sick days. So.
Yeah. So we hope you're less lonely, Pierre, and we hope you enjoy Pingu.
I wonder if he and Emery would get along well.
I think I would.
Yeah.
I mean, while they're at it, they should invite Fred. They can have a little
and
kind of
the
guys night
that
in.
had sex with a woman.
Oh yeah, that dolphin. If it's still going.
If it's still going on, all this.
That was back in the 60s. I don't know how long dolphins live for.
No. I can imagine quite a while.
Maybe that one though is a bit traumatized.
No, I mean
might have. Don't know.
Anyway,
yeah.
I think that pretty much wraps it up.
It does. It does wrap it up. So thank you guys for listening. Yeah. Thank you to Pierre for making the news so we can talk about you. And yeah. That's
be sure to use our hashtag Daily Weekly Podcast to keep the conversation going, and check out the playlist.
Yeah, because there's plenty more out there, and we've done a few little DC videos so far, and again, if it all goes to plan, we'll be doing one next week for our retro review of Batman and Robin.
Yeah, definitely.
And let us know of any more suggestions.
Yeah, definitely. And as always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share the podcast. I mean, it helps us out a lot.
It really does.
Yeah. And we need the help.
We do. Come on, make our day.
Yeah, make Pierre's day.
Make Pierre's. Do it for Pierre.
Yeah, do it for him. There you go. That's just sympathy likes. Lovely.
Yes.
Yeah. Be sure to tune in next week for Batman and Robin review. But we will see you then. Have a lovely week, everybody. And toodaloo.
Fly high. Goodbye.